Good afternoon to all of you. Is my voice audible? आवाज येतोय का?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay. We'll wait for 2 more minutes so that other students can join to this lecture. Because of network issues, yesterday we couldn't conduct lecture. So I'm sorry for that. I have messaged you about waiting, but I couldn't connect after that. That is why I couldn't send you message to about that we are not conducting lecture. Okay, so I'm sorry for that. Because of network issues, we couldn't conduct yesterday's lecture, but we are having today's lecture, so we will discuss about the next unit. Okay, so up till now we have discussed about the first unit, that is parts of speech. Okay, so we have completed that unit, uh, and we started with the importance of English language, and we uh, learn many parts of speech. 8 parts of speech are there. They are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjections. So in the last lecture, we studied about the interjections that we use in daily language. Okay, so interjections are basically uh, words that come out when we are at the excited level, or we are at the surprising level, or we get shocked because of something. Okay, and that is why we utter some words like yeah, okay, then ouch, or other words like hooray when we are happy. Okay, so these we use to show the joy, sorrow, surprise, anger, or other feelings. Okay, so that is why these are the words which we call it as interjections. Okay, and these are related to the feelings. Okay, at which level of feeling we are having. Okay, so then we use these words. So okay, 25, 24 have joined to this lecture, so we will start today's lecture. Okay, let me share you screen. So is this screen visible to all of you? Can you see it? प्रेजेंटेशन है दिसते का? I have shared your screen.
Yes.
Okay. So okay. So let's start the lecture. Today we are going to learn tenses in English. Okay. Today we are going to start with the tenses. Okay. How many tenses are there? What are their structures? Why they are used? What is the use of that tenses? That we are going to learn from today. Okay. So let's first see uh, why it is important. Okay. So tense is an important part of any language. Tense is an important part of any language. The study of tense tells us how to form a sentence to indicate an action in a particular time. Okay, so to show an action or to indicate an action at a particular timing, okay, at a particular slot or at a particular moment or at a particular time, what we are doing, what we were doing, what we will be doing, that to show or to indicate that action, we generally use the tenses. Okay, so this is the important part of any speech. Okay, without without use of tenses, without use of proper tense, we cannot speak a proper English, correct English. Okay, that is why they are very important. Tense is important part of any language. The study of tense tells us how to form a sentence to indicate an action in a particular time. So in a particular time, to show that action, or in a particular time, at a particular time, what that person was doing, what that person is doing, or what will that person be doing. To show that, we use the tenses. Okay. So the knowledge of tense makes us the perfect user of a language. Don't read that use. Okay, read it as us. It's a spelling mistake. So the knowledge of tense makes us the perfect user of a language. Okay, so without tense we can't be a perfect user of a language. We have to use tense, or we have to use construct, or you have to speak uh, the correct sentences using the tenses of a language. Okay, so this is the use of the tenses. Before learning tenses, we should know the parts of sentence. So before learning to it, before learning to tenses, we should know the parts of a sentence. What are the parts of a sentence that we should learn before learning a tense? So before learning tense, we will see what is sentence made up of. Okay. What is a sentence made up of? Okay. So we should also remember the parts of speech in general and words in particular are at the core of any sentence. So what we have to remember is, we should also remember the parts of speech in general. So in general, what type of parts of speech we are using, that we have to remember. Okay, that we have to remember. So we should also remember that the parts of speech in general and verbs in a particular are at the core of any sentence. So verbs in particular means what? We use particular verb for a particular action. Okay. So if we are playing or if we are eating a mango, the two verbs that we use, playing and eating, means play and eat. These two are the particular verbs which we use that particular action. Okay, so action of eating a mango is denoted with the verb eat, and the action of playing is indicated with the help of that play. Okay, so in particular we have to use particular use of words while constructing sentences or while speaking sentences. So this is about the importance of tense and uh, why to use it and is uh, why it is used to speak a language. Okay, so this is about the tenses in English. So let's see first what is sentence and what are the parts of a sentence. Let's see what are the parts of a sentence. uh, Before that, what is a sentence? A sentence is a meaningful group of words. A sentence is a meaningful group of words. So, in a meaningful manner or in a meaningful arrangement, we construct sentence using perfect or correct arrangement of words. Okay, a sentence is a meaningful group of words. So, for example, let's see the example of sentence. We are learning English. So in this sentence, we are learning English. Its meaning is the process of learning English, that is the process of learning English. This process of learning English is done by us. Okay, so the example, we are learning English. So the process of learning is done by us. Okay, so this is the meaning of that sentence. Then see the next example. Tractor is swimming. Tractor is swimming. So in the above example, both the sentences are correct in terms of grammar, but when we understand the meaning, we find the second sentence is wrong. So in the above two sentences, the first is we are learning English. The process of learning English is done by us. So this is the meaning of that first sentence. And second is tractor is swimming. So the tractor is swimming in a water or on a water. So is it a meaningful sentence? Can tractor swim? Is it a proper word or is it a correct verb or it is a correct word that is used for that swimming or that action of a tractor? No. How any tractor can swim? It doesn't have any type of wings or uh, it is not a fish or it is not a duck. Okay, so how can tractor swim? Tractor can't swim, and that is why this is not a meaningful sentence. We can say that tractor is floating. Okay, the correct word for the tractor is floating. Okay, float means what? Tarangne. In Marathi it is called as tarangne or terna. अशा पद्धतीचं in we can use that. Tractor is floating. Float means what? Tarangne. But tractor is swimming means that tractor has two hands and he is it is a swimmer. This is not possible. Okay, so float is the proper word and meaningful word we will use here. The tractor is floating. So that is why we should know the actual words or actual verbs to indicate or to denote the action of any living or non-living thing. Okay, that is why sentence is important and it is made up of the parts. Okay, so let's see the parts of a sentence. Let's see the parts of a sentence. A sentence is made of certain parts. There are certain parts of a sentence. There are some parts of sentence which are compulsory and some are not compulsory. So there are two parts. Okay, means two types of parts in a sentence. The parts which are compulsory and some of the parts which are not compulsory. Okay, so compulsory and not compulsory, these are the two parts of a sentence. Okay, so what is the compulsory and what part is not compulsory? Let us discuss. So sentence is made up of subject plus verb plus object plus complement. Okay, so these are the four parts of a sentence. We build a sentence with the help of these four parts. Is it okay? So subject plus verb plus object plus complement, this is the sentence structure that we use to form or to create sentences. So a sentence at least should have a subject and a verb. Okay, so a sentence, what they have said, a sentence should have at least a subject and a verb. Okay, so without a subject and a verb we cannot create or construct the sentence. Okay, so a sentence at least should have subject and verb. Okay, so without subject and verb we can't create or construct the sentence. Okay, so that is why subject and verb is important. And what are the compulsory, what is the compulsory part of a sentence? So verb is the compulsory part of a sentence. If there is a verb and object in a sentence and complement in the sentence, we can construct the sentence. Okay, we can construct the sentence. But if there is not a verb in a sentence, then how we can create sentence? We can't. So verb is the important part of a sentence. Important, and it is inseparable part. Okay, we can't separate it. Okay, or we can't omit it. Without verb we can't construct sentences. Okay, we can't construct sentence. That is why verb is the integral part of a sentence. We can't remove it and construct the sentence, but we can remove or we can omit subject, we can omit object, we can omit complement, but without verb we can't construct sentence. So it is the very important and integral part of a sentence. So verb we use, or we verb is the necessary to construct a sentence. Let's see the parts of a sentences, and the first part is subject. Okay, so let's discuss it in details. First part is, the first part of sentence is subject. So a subject occurs at the initial position of a sentence. So generally what happens? Subject occurs at the very early or very initial position of a sentence. Let's see it with example. Example is, I am a police. Here in this example, I am a police. So here I is the highlighted word, and it occurs, or it came at the initial position, and it is called as a subject. So any type of sentence generally starts with the, or opens with the subject. Then next, see the next example. Pune is my favorite place. Pune is my favorite place, or Pune is my favorite city. So here subject is what? Pune. Subject is what? Pune. Why it is? It is because it came at a very initial position of a sentence. The sentence generally opens with or starts with the subject. So let's see uh, the definition of subject. A subject is a noun or pronoun in its subjective form. A subject is a noun or a pronoun in its subjective form. Noun or pronoun in its subjective form. Sometimes other elements such as adverb can also occur at the beginning. So sometimes what happen? We use adverbs at the very beginning of a sentence. See, the use of adverb, we can use adverb at any place in a sentence. Okay, we can put adverb at any place. We can use them at the initial stage or initial place of a sentence. We can use them in the middle of the sentence, or we can use them at the last of a sentence or at the end of the sentence. So adverbs are the words which fit themselves at any place in a sentence. So generally what happen, we use subject at the very first place, but sometimes elements like adverbs also can occur at the beginning of the sentence. What are examples of adverbs? Adverbs are words which show or which indicates that action, how that action has happened. Okay. So finally, I become a police. Finally, I became a police. So here in this example, I is the subject, become or became is a verb, a police is the object. Okay, but sometimes what happen, we use adverb at the first place. Okay, we can use adverb before the subject also. So here finally is the adverb which occurs at the or before the opening of the sentence. Okay, so finally I became a police. In this example, finally is the adverb we have used at the opening of a sentence. Okay, so this is about the subject. What is the subject? A subject occurs at the initial position of a sentence. A subject is a noun or pronoun in subjective form. Pronoun in subjective form. So what are the pronouns? There are pronouns like I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Okay, these are the personal pronouns that we use in a subjective case. Its objective case will be me, you, him, her, its, okay, there. So this is the objective case. So sometimes what happen, we use adverbs at the very beginning of the sentence. Before subject, we can use adverb also. Okay. So this is about the subject. A subject is a noun or pronoun in a subjective form. Then see the next part of sentence, that is verb. Okay. The second part of sentence is verb. Let's see the second part of sentence. The second part of sentence is a verb. Okay. So verb is the second part. The next element after subject is verb. A verb includes helping verb and main verb. We also have discussed this in the last unit. Okay. So verb has two types, or verb is having two types, helping verb and main verb. Next element after subject is verb. A verb includes helping verb and main verb. There are helping verbs also and there are main verbs also. Okay. Let's see the example. He is playing cricket. He is playing cricket. So in this example, we have 10 minutes to end this session. After this 10 minutes, there will be a session of 20 minutes. Okay. So after ending this meeting, you have to join once again for the last 20 minutes. Okay. Sometimes adverb can occur. No. Yes. I was discussing about the verb. Okay. So next element after subject is verb. A verb includes helping verb and main verb. We have seen the example. He is playing cricket. So is playing is a verb which is used in a sentence. Sometimes what happen, adverb occur between helping verb and main verb. Okay. So adverb has its position at any position that adverb fits itself. Okay. We can use adverb at any place in a sentence. Before subject, after verb, between helping verb and main verb. Okay. Or at the end of the sentence, we can use adverb at any place. Sometimes adverb can occur between helping verb and main verb. Example is, he is always playing mobile game. He is always playing mobile game. तो नेहमी मोबाईलवर गेम खेळत असतो. He is always playing. So here is playing. In between is and playing, is here is used as a helping verb. Play is used as a main verb. And in between them there occurs always, which is an adverb. Okay. So sometimes what happens, adverb can occur between helping verb and main verb also. He is always playing mobile game. So always is used as a as an adverb in between helping verb and main verb. Sometimes a helping verb can also be used as a main verb. So what happens, sometimes helping verb is also used as a main verb. For example, the sky is blue. The sky is blue. So here the sky is subject, is the verb, and blue is what? Blue is here working as uh, complement. Okay, blue is the complementary part, because we can ask question what is, so it is not giving answer. Okay, so the sky is blue, blue is the complementary part, is here is working as a main verb. Okay, is in this example is a helping verb, but sometimes the helping verb can also be used as main verb. Okay, काही वेळा हेल्पिंग वर्ब सुद्धा आपण मेन वर्ब म्हणून वापरतो. ओके, सो द स्काय इज ब्ल्यू. So is the helping verb that we are using in this sentence as a main verb. Then see the next example. I was there. I was there. So here I is the subject, was is helping verb, and there is the complementary part. So here in this example, was is a helping verb and is working as a main verb in this sentence. So what are the uses of verb? Verb is the uh, verb is used as a helping verb also and main verb also. Helping verb is used as a helping verb also and main verb also. When in the example or in a sentence there is not main verb, or when in a sentence the main verb is not occurring, in that sentence we can use helping verb as a main verb. Okay, so this is the use of the verb. Okay, then let's see once again what is verb. Verb is the action showing word. Okay, or verb, the word which shows or which indicates the action. Okay, and the verb includes helping verb and main verb. So helping verb is the verb which we use in support of the main verb. Okay, or we use them as a main verb when there is no main verb in a sentence. So helping verb can also be used as a main verb in which sentence, in which there is no main verb. Okay, so this is about the verb. Let's see the next part. The next part of sentence is the object. The next part of sentence is object. So what is object? An object includes a noun or a noun phrase or pronoun in its objective form. Okay, so object, what is object? An object includes a noun. It is a noun or a pronoun. Object can be a noun or it can be a pronoun, or it can be a noun phrase also. A noun phrase also. So the object includes a noun phrase, or a pronoun. But what in its objective case? If we are using pronouns in the place of object, then we have to convert them into the objective case. Okay, for example, if there is a if there is a I as a pronoun in subjective case, then its objective case will be me. Okay, its objective case will be me. Let's see one example. I eat a mango. Okay, I eat a mango. So in this example, this is the active voice sentence. Okay, I eat a mango. So if we want to convert it into passive voice, we use the construction, or we use the structure, that is, a mango is eaten by me. Okay, a mango is eaten by me, so I will become me. So I in a subjective case, it becomes me in objective case. So this is the subjective case and objective case we have discussed in the last unit, but I have to revise it for your sake. Okay, so object, what is object? An object includes a noun phrase, or pronoun in its objective case. Pronoun in its objective case. Let's see example. She called her. She called her. So in this example, her is the object which is used as a objective case of pronoun, and that pronoun is she. Okay, she called her. So we have used objective case of she, and that is her. Okay, so uh, we are having only 1 minute, so this meeting will end